building entry door. So let's look at a few different building entry doors. So first of all, we have a door here. That's a double door, obviously. A lot of times in New York City, particularly with older buildings, we'll have two doors to get inside. We'll have the building entry door, which is out at the building, and then we'll have the vestibule door, which is inside on the other building side of the vestibule. What's a vestibule? It's a little lobby. And it was so that you could walk inside, get out of the elements, rain, snow, whatever, security. And then to get in the vestibule door, you have to get in via an intercom or some sort of security system. That's how a lot of the systems work. This one in particular is a newer type building entry door, obviously. It looks like it's fairly handicap accessible. You see those two green caps next door to it? That's another thing we look at near the building entry door or at the front facade or any facade really. And those two green caps there, those are for the fire department. So what happens is, if there's a fire, the fire department comes, they connect the hose from the fire hydrant to those two things, they charge it with water, and that sends water into the building. And it either goes to the sprinkler system to give a boost to the sprinkler system. It goes to a standpipe, which is a pipe that's standing up, a la standpipe, in a stairwell or stairwells, and then they could tap off that standpipe in a floor that they need to fight a fire. So let's say you have a 20-story building and the fire's on the 18th floor. They need to bring a hose up to the 18th floor, but they don't need to bring water up because the standpipe will bring the water up from the hydrant and from this, which we used to call a Siamese connection. That's no longer the term. It's now called a FDNY connection, or a fire department connection. Another kind of building entry door we have is like over here where we have a step. Now, a lot of the older buildings in New York City, we actually have different building heights based on when it was built and the use. A lot of times you go up 4, 5, 6 steps to get to the first floor. And then you go down 4 or 5, 6 steps to get to the basement or the English basement or the cellar, depending on the layout. This was good in some ways because it lifted the building and it lifted that lower floor up so we could put windows. The bad news is it's terribly inaccessible for a wheelchair and handicap accessibility. So we don't really look to do that today, but these buildings are all grandfathered in or pre-existing, legally non-conforming. One other note, cellar and basement, what's the difference? Generally speaking, a cellar is more than 50% below grade. A basement is more than 50% above grade. So if it's at all underground, it's a basement. And if more than half of it's underground, it's a cellar. What if you have a lower below that? That's a sub-cellar. Because sub, it means below or under. Like subgrade, sub-cellar, below the cellar. Now you see over here, they're doing work on this building. We've got 3, 4, 5 steps. Again, it harkens back to design we used to do, but handicap accessibility now, we generally don't do that. So back to the door, when we're looking at the door, condition, hardware, type, material, use, all those pieces of the project. I also see the little gray box there, DEP, that's the remote water reader. So again, I'm putting these pieces together before I even walk inside. The water department could drive by, use a gun or a reader from their car, not even have to get out of the car, they could read the water meter. Now they know what to charge you for water use. The last thing is you see these vents over here. These vents are sewer main vents. Anytime you have a sanitary system, toilets, tubs, showers, you have gases that we need to get rid of and vent out. So you have a trap, which is a water plug for the building, and at that trap, or that water plug for the building, which keeps gases from coming into the building, we have a vent. You have to have a vent to vent that main system. Site lighting, security. This is an upgraded, beautiful looking building, but we're always looking for these things. Now for site lighting, it's a little tricky. We're not here at night. We don't come back at night. So we're gonna have to have a discussion with the super or the maintenance person or manager person. How's the site lighting? Is it adequate? Do you need any more? How's the security system? Is that adequate? Do you need any more? So these are discussions that we need to rely on the people that know the building every day to make our report a little more thorough. That's it for now. Thanks for watching.